Greetings, and thank you for joining the weekly meditation of Calgary Mindfulness, where every Sunday morning we meditate for 15 minutes on a different topic, often suggested by our practicing community. If you would like to join these meditations live, or if you would like to attend in-person meditations around the Calgary area during the summer months, please email calgarymindfulness@gmail.com. I hope you enjoy this practice and wishing you a wonderful week. Good morning and welcome to our weekly Sunday 15-minute meditation. A great way to start the Sunday morning. Breathing in deeply and just exhaling. Again, relaxing the face and hands, relaxing the belly, and just noticing all of the sweet little quiet functions of the body we take for granted. Sounds, movements, getting comfortable in our spot, noticing the rise and fall of the torso, listening to the sound of our breath, listening to the sound of our swallowing, shuffling. Relaxing the face and hands, noticing a small lift of the smile stretching back into our cheeks, allowing the smile to lift the whole face. And breathing in, I ease my body and my mind. Breathing out, I am arrived. I am safe. I am home. Today we'll continue with the practice we started last week, and that is training ourselves to release self-imposed pressure that can be really stressing us out. If we don't ever give our minds permission to rest, it starts to manifest physically in problems. For example, the lower number of blood pressure, that's the pressure of your arteries when your heart is not pumping. So that's when it should be a lower number because your heart is resting at that moment. If that number is high, it means your arteries don't release enough when blood is not pumping, and so you're in a state of hypertension. So that is one example of how the mind's inability to stop ends up manifesting in the body. There's many other health problems we can manifest from the lack of rest. And not just physical rest, like taking an hour to watch a movie, but mental rest, giving ourselves permission to stop beating ourselves up about failing everything. So that's the rest we're looking for, is a mental break from the self-criticism, the angry voice that's constantly telling us we need to fix this, change that. And part of our work is learning how to pay attention to that undercurrent that we might not even be aware of, an undercurrent of anxiety that accompanies us through the day. An undercurrent of anxiety that leads to thoughts of unworthiness, basically. My basement's dirty. I can't get time to clean my basement. I'm a loser. That kind of stuff. The undercurrent, not the obvious stuff on the surface. So as we continue to inhale and exhale, reminding ourselves, with each breath in, I ease my body and mind. And with each breath out, each exhalation, I remind myself, I'm already arrived. I'm already home. I'm already safe. That is really part of the wisdom of age. At my age, my life is more than half over, maybe 2/3 over. If I'm not there yet, then when? And what I need to do is have a little more fun. And I bet you feel the same way. Enjoy the journey that's left. So calling to mind all of the things that we think we have to fix, manage, cope, control, fight to get where we're going. What are those things that separate us from living now and from developing happy, joyful enjoyment, appreciation of the moment right now? Beginning with our personal, then professional, then public circles, or the other way around. What's bugging us the most? Is it Donald Trump? Is it parents, kids, colleagues, partners, our own bodies, the health, mental and physical, or appearance of our own bodies? And if your list is endless, well, that is indicative. That is indicative of a lot to let go of. That's pretty common. My list is endless. Breathing in, reminding ourselves, I ease my body and mind. Breathing out, I am home. I am safe. I am arrived. Inhaling deeply, let's call to mind any situations, circumstances where we feel we must fix, manage, control, cope, fight ourselves in order to be worthy, in order to feel appreciation, in order to give and receive love. We have to fix these things. Breathing in deeply, and with our exhalation, letting them go just for that moment, just for that 1 millisecond. What does it feel like to let go of that pressure and to really mean it? I am safe. I am home. I am arrived. Let's take a step further out. Let's invite situations, feelings, circumstances, relationships in our personal lives to arise. Situations and relationships where we must fix, manage, cope, control, fight. And exhaling. Let's visualize for a moment what it might feel like to let go of all of that need to manage, cope, fight, control. To feel appreciation and respect and love for exactly what is. What's it feel like to bring to the table in these relationships confidence, centeredness, groundedness, tolerance, respect? Instead of fearfulness, defensiveness, the need to prepare arguments. Breathing in, I ease my body and mind. Breathing out, I am safe. I am home. I am arrived. Visualize releasing the need to measure ourselves against others or to push in relationships. Visualize being easy, quiet, listening, waiting, confident, relaxed. Reminding ourselves that we can set a pretty high benchmark for relating. We can set the vibration. We can be the strongest energy in the room. And the other minds and hearts will vibrate with us through the parasympathetic nervous response. Reminding ourselves that our open-hearted, loving respect and appreciation can bring everyone up to that level. And that is the highest and best we can offer all beings. Let's take a moment to stretch our awareness out to the public sphere, which is definitely on everyone's mind. A lot of worry about food prices, inflation, lunatic governments. What does it feel like to let go of our worry about not being able to control the future of these big relationships? To trust that we're going to be okay. Visualize what it feels like to let go of that and enjoy the moment wholeheartedly. Reminding ourselves that we're not actually on this planet very long. So big problems are still going to be here when we're gone. And how can we bring our highest and best to the big world of politics, of public sphere? We can let go of demonizing those with whom we disagree. We can choose to direct our energy in positive ways. Noticing any places where our energy is directed into negative ways, like the dumpster fire of social media commentary. How can we relinquish that to have a meaningful and positive interaction with our public sphere? Visualize speaking and being heard, respected, and listening and giving respect. And just taking a couple deep breaths together in silence to conclude our meditation. As usual, I invite you to journal your thoughts if you have time. Better out than in. It always helps get the unconscious out into the open, and then it doesn't bother us as much anymore. Please continue to contact me with your requests and commentary. I love hearing from you, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.